Hey, what's going on? 99.9 Punk World Radio FM. You guys already know what time it is. And right here, right now, we are joined by New Jersey's finest. That's right. We have the Spachoolas right here, live on the radio station airwaves. Guys, how are you doing tonight all the way out there in New Jersey?
Yo, man, thanks for having us. We're just getting done with the sweaty practice down here in the basement, and we're glad you can have us on.
Hey, man, I am glad that you guys took time out of your band practice to chat with me here tonight. And I got to ask, man, what are you guys practicing for? An up-and-coming gig, or are you guys practicing new songs? Like, I know your fans are probably watching and wondering what you guys are doing in the lab tonight.
Yeah, so right now we're practicing for we got a show coming up on October 19th, Saturday, October 19th at the Mohawk Place in Buffalo for Umbrella Fest. We're happy to get on that bill. So we're just grinding it out, making sure we can bring a little Jersey love up there and impress the kids in Buffalo.
But I got to ask you guys, because obviously you guys have a very unique band name. You guys have phenomenal chemistry as a band. How did you guys all meet and actually form the Spachoolas?
Yeah, well, you were the first member.
Yeah, 20. So John couldn't be here tonight. He was super bummed, but he did have like an international business meeting. He's super popular, wears many hats. But John actually put something out on and then it was like that same kind of magic that we had back in high school. When Jeff and Anthony, all of us were playing together. So it was kind of like a natural thing coming out of COVID, like a lot of bands you see now, trying to get back into it. So that was pretty much it. We met up, and we were actually originally, there was another band he had a different lineup, and some folks had to drop out, because having kids and whatnot. So we were like, we got to keep this going. And that's pretty much at the inception. And it was just finding a name. And the Spachoolas was, an obvious choice.
Like to eat. That's why.
And I got to say, you guys have a very unique band name, like I said. How did you guys actually come up with that, man? I know it's a generic question, but you don't hear a band every day called the Spachoolas. Jesus, I can't even say it. It's a tongue twister, boys.
Yeah, no.
How could you? I mean, you just wanted to throw the little European twist on it.
Yeah, so we
accent on it.
It was John and I, and we're like, all right, we're a bunch of dads. We're trying to figure it out, get back in the game. I said, what's the most, lethal weapon of a dad these days? And we looked at a spatula, and I was like, it can't be the Spachoolas, although that is cool. I said, we got to, Jersey it up. I said, how would you really say it? And I was like, it's Spachoolas. And, it just went on from there. So,
but also as well, speaking of getting back in the game and bringing some flair to punk rock, man, September 17th, 2021, you guys actually dropped the phenomenal 6-track EP titled On a Roll. I was wondering, what is the story actually behind this record? And of course, is it actually still out there and available to be purchased today in 2024?
Let me take that one. So, I mean, yeah, On a Roll was just us getting exactly that. We were getting on a roll. We had a couple songs. We're trying to figure out like what our sound's going to be. So that's like just a, kind of like a
little bit of everything.
Yeah, a little bit of everything of where we're going. And
Pirate.
Mm-hmm.
Because we got everything between Pirate and Mario. Clearly does not sound like No Call, No Show. But at the time we were playing what we wanted to play, what we wanted to feel. And yeah, what else is there?
I mean, yeah, that was exactly it. We were on a roll, and then from there it was a really easy transition, just to like, we were starting to figure it out. So that was our first taste at it. We've done everything DIY. We've done our own recordings and all that. So that's been that was a part of the challenge too. How do we get the music out there? So John stepped up. He has a nice little studio at his house, and we did the best we could just to get the stuff out there.
And I gotta say, man, "Love by the Collar" is actually one of my favorite songs off this EP, man. Like you guys said, you're on a roll. This EP is phenomenal, but gun to the head, got to choose one song. That is definitely it.
Nice, Johnny will appreciate that one.
That was one of his babies. Yep.
Well, it's good to know that one of his babies is flourishing all the way down here in the Great White North of Canada. But also as well, March 22nd of 2022, you guys actually released a single titled Just the Fixins that was actually released on Laptop Punk Records before it was re-released by you guys. I was wondering, how did you guys actually get connected with Laptop? And of course, what was it like just working with this particular label for this release?
Yeah, I mean, we got lucky. We got picked up. We have a couple friends on the record. On Laptop Punk, and it was just perfect timing. So we put it out there. We got up, and that was like our first track about having some physical material. We put that on vinyl. We just sold our last one. It was an awesome EP. We had fun with the artwork, and then again, that's just how a little bit of our sound together. That we were honored to be up there. Another thing coming out of COVID. So the digital release was awesome. Getting it picked up. We really got our name out there. We got some great shows. We made some new friends. Pretty much it with that.
Hey guys, sorry for interrupting. I think your mic just went completely. It sounds almost like you're underwater in a way. It sounds like something's covering the mic.
Yeah, let me see what's going on with that.
You're back, man. You're back.
All right.
We'll leave it alone.
All right. Yeah, it might be connection. We apologize.
Oh no, it's all good, man. It's all good. It's StreamYard sometimes. Sometimes StreamYard likes to mess up and muffle voices, which it literally gets you from perfect to like snap of the fingers. You can't hear nothing. So StreamYard, fix your stuff, man. Straight up, I pay for this. But no, I gotta say, like your release on Laptop Punk Records is absolutely phenomenal, man. Like, what ultimately made you guys decide to kind of re-release this song on your own label? Because I do know you guys created your own label, and we're going to get into that in a few moments. But what actually ultimately made you guys decide to kind of like leave Laptop and re-release this song as your own?
It was more along the lines. I know that when John was talking, it was just an opportunity to keep the music out there and just be able to get it out in like a new pipeline. Because Laptop Punk was awesome. I know they're not as active as before. So it was just we wanted to keep the ball rolling. But yeah, that was pretty much it.
And also as well, speaking of record label, as I mentioned a few moments ago, you guys actually created your own record label titled Spachoolas Records. What ultimately made you guys decide to form this record label? And of course, who's signed to you guys today, or is it just you guys currently signed?
Oh yeah, it's completely just us. I had like for John and I. That's how we've kind of continued to just embellish our side projects. So there's no lofty goals of like blowing it up or doing anything like that. It was really just to keep the dream alive. Some of these other ideas, some of these other people we're collaborating with, just to give us that platform to do so, and just put a name under it.
And if any bands came to you and actually wanted to be a part of what you guys created, are you opposed to that? Like, what would it take for a band to actually kind of work alongside you guys on your label?
Yeah, I mean, aside from like we said, the side projects which are pulling in friends, that's really just it's more of a Johnny question, just because he is the man with a plan with Spachoolas Records. But what would it be? I couldn't say that. That would totally be up for discussion moving forward, and we'll see where it is, because it's really like for us, this is just a big passion project. Talking to you, like all these kind of opportunities are just they're awesome just to keep fun.
If you're not going to have fun, if you're not going to take a joke, I mean, this is why we do it. Punk rock's not about being mature. We all know that. We're here to have fun. I mean, you see the name of our songs. If the second we're not having fun, we're not doing this anymore. That's why we're still doing it. So if you're going to have fun, John would love to talk to anybody right now.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I got to say, first and foremost, I love your guys' attitude, because I will admit, I listen to punk rock because it's immature stuff, straight up. I mean, at the end of the day, I will admit, I went to Authority Zero in Belvedere the other night, and I jumped in the mosh pit, and I will tell you, it was fun as fuck. But then the next day, I was feeling it, and then I was feeling my age. I was like, this sucks. I shouldn't have did that. But then I looked back, I was like, fuck it. It was fun. Why not, right?
Now we get some... you can't say any band.
A couple to leave and you're good the next day, right?
There you go.
But no, also, guys, March 8th of 2024, so this past winter, you actually released your most recent single titled Tanks for Nothing. I was wondering, what is the story and inspiration behind this phenomenal song, man?
You can't say it's a true story.
Yeah, there's a lot of truth to that story.
There's a lot of truth behind all of our songs. But as far as Tanks for Nothing, I think we need to ask the person who it's based on.
Oh yeah, Tanks for Nothing, Danny. Yeah, that one that was a little bit of fiction in my world, but I was inspired by Billy Morrison, one of my great coworkers, a true barroom hero, and we kind of collaborated on that one. He, it's one of those things that he came up with at work that you hear Tanks for Nothing, Danny, and that stuck. So I said, we got to immortalize this. So it became a song, and it's also a great segue because as you can see, Jeff here, one of my lifelong friends, we played together in a bunch of other bands. What Tanks for Nothing did for us is allowed him to jump on bass as we expanded our lineup because Johnny, the One Flip Wonder, also has a few tricks up his sleeve with the bagpipe. So he was able to jump on the pipes for us to take that song to the next level. And Jeff was able to jump in on the band and make that happen as well. And formally say that Jeff is absolutely a new formal member of the Spachoolas.
And also as well, guys, from June to October this year, you guys are currently on the road doing a summer tour traveling all across the United States of America, where you just mentioned as well that you guys will be in Buffalo as well next month. But I was wondering, how has tour been going so far? And of course, can you tell us a little bit more about the Buffalo date and of course the venue and of course, where can we actually buy ourselves some last minute tickets?
Yeah, so the tour has been going great.
We've been all over in the East Coast. We've had 3 or 4 shows in, I believe, Pennsylvania so far. And far out, we've met some incredible bands, played some incredible venues, places that when you see how far you have to drive, initially it's like, ooh, that's a drive, but you go there, you make memories with these bands. Especially as a drummer myself, I've been playing on some. You guys know who you are. These incredible sets that I would never think I would play in my lifetime. In Buffalo, ooh, that's I believe it's called Mohawk.
Yeah, if you go onto our Instagram, there's a link there. You'll be able to purchase tickets. All the info's on there. We're playing with a bunch of great bands. We're again happy to be on there. We had, Pink Masquerade, I think, reached out to us. They're going to be a band on the bill, and they invited us in there, and I think you can go on there on their website as well. And then, it was it's kind of just this thing. We're making friends. We're happy to go on the road trip together. It's kind of like going back to college. We're running around, trying to play shows, eat food in some great cities, locals, East Coast for now, but we do plan on branching out a little bit. If definitely check out all of our social media. We have links to all that, and that's pretty much it.
And also, one of the questions I've been getting from a lot of your fans since we booked this interview is that are there any plans for you guys to drop a new EP or even new music in 2024 or the foreseeable future?
So
after Buffalo, we are going to take, we don't know how much time, but typically winter when everyone goes to hibernation, we become hermit crabs. We jump into the beat laboratory and we just start jamming and see what comes up. We would like to release something next year. Whenever that is, near future, we're hoping to get it out sooner rather than later.
Yeah, the goal really is to put out. I mean, we've been doing these EPs, we've been doing these singles, and that's kind of based on like timing. Whether we're gonna release it on Spachoola Records and do another DIY scenario, or branch out a little bit and get something a little bit more formal done. It's something that we're talking about, but we absolutely have the songs. We're really excited to share them, but we want to make sure as we went the DIY route the last couple of years. That when we put out, a full length or, just a bunch of songs now as like a 4-piece dynamic, we want to make sure they hit and, we can run with them. So we shall see. We might see a single or something come out before then, but we're going to do our best to put something, formal together and get a full length.
And I got to ask, guys, aside from, the tour and the potential new music, what is next for you guys? Like, is there anything we happen to miss during this evening's interview? Anything else you guys still want to touch on, talk about, or promote? Who's got you here live on 99.9 FM here tonight?
Yeah, no, we're happy. Like, obviously, super pumped to be on here. Aside from a full length in the future, we do plan on playing a couple shows. They're in the works right now. Chances are you'll find us local, anywhere between New York, Philly, Jersey. We plan on coming up. Nothing formal yet. We're still working stuff out, but definitely, especially if you're in the area, you haven't seen us yet, come up to Buffalo to the Mohawk House. That's we put all our energy. Make sure it's a good one.
And guys, before we part ways here tonight, I know a few minutes ago you dropped your social media handles for us, but for the people that are just sliding in right now that might just be discovering the Spachoolas right here, right now on 99.9 FM, where can we go about following you guys one more time? That way we can stay updated on the potential new music and, of course, the Buffalo, New York show.
Yeah, so we have our
everywhere you can stream music.
Yeah, so
Apple, Spotify, YouTube.
And it's going to be at the Spachoolas. We spell it Spachoolas. You can, have fun with that. But, we have, a Linktree. We have our website, spachoolas.com, all those. But, yeah, for the most part, you'll find us on social media and definitely try to make it out to one of our shows.
Try and make it out to the Buffalo show, Mohawk Place. We're pouring all our energy into that. We're looking to have a really great show that night. There's 10 or 12 other bands that are going to be with us. It's going to be great.
Yeah, and of course, we have our merch stuff. We have pretty much, we only got a little bit left from our 2024 run, but definitely, come to the show, pick that up. You can always send us a message on any of the platforms to just, if you want to pick one up, if you can't make it.
But I got to say, first and foremost, guys, thank you so much for giving not only myself, but the radio station airways a bit of your time. It was such an honor speaking to all three of you guys here tonight. Hopefully down the line we can make this happen again sometime soon. But for now, definitely have yourselves a phenomenal night out there in New Jersey.
You too. Thanks so much.
You too.
Appreciate it.
Hey, Connor and Maggie. My kids are watching.
Have a good one, guys. Thank you so much again for your time. I appreciate it.
Thanks so much.
Thanks, man.